Thanks for tuning in. Today, we're going to talk about when is the best month to sell your property in my latest real estate market update report. Hi, this is Steve Aslanian with RE/MAX Olson in the beautiful Conejo Valley here in Westlake Village. Welcome to our video blog. Today, we're going to talk about spring or summer. When is the best time to sell your home? But before we begin, I would like to draw your attention to two links on my blog. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, please click on the appropriate link. Now, back to our topic. Thousands of homeowners speak to their real estate agents this time of year to consider their sale options, typically for the spring. It takes a few months for the agent and seller to plan and prep to list the house for sale, so starting in January makes sense. Over the years, I've asked sellers if they would consider listing their home in January, right after the first of the year. And at first they look at me like I'm crazy. Who sells a home in the dead of winter when it's cold and rainy? They ask. As it turns out, many sellers not only successfully make it happen, but actually end up better off. Here's why. Buyers are out there 24/7. Now in the past, buyers waited for spring to start their shopping because that's when the majority of listings are hitting the market for the spring selling season. Today's buyers look at listings all day, every day. They have apps on their phone. They get listings texted to them. They get listings emailed to them. And they don't care about the time of year. They're looking for inventory. And they're going to buy homes well before the springtime. List your home in January and you will have a captive audience. Second reason, there's bonuses, inheritances, and tax implications. Let me explain. Each year, real estate agents' phones are ringing come January. Previously, active buyers wanted to re-engage and new buyers are coming out of the woodwork. So what causes this yearly phenomenon? The end of the year often brings family events, financial activities, discussions about gifting for tax implications, conversations about inheritances and taxes, money, and homeownership seem to occur at most family holiday dinners. Additionally, at year's end, people take stock of their incomes. They find out about work bonuses. They start thinking about whether they want to spend another year renting. Buyers start to take a second look at the tax implications of home ownership too. Whether it's a new buyer who moves quickly or a previously active buyer who re-engages, these house hunters are around in January, and they're going to look at your home if it's for sale. What's the competition, or where's the competition, right? Typically, sellers are going to wait until spring to list. There's no doubt that visible grass, blooming flower beds, a spotlight on the door, and outdoor areas makes houses more inviting. But that also means that there might be 2 or 3 similar houses for sale in your neighborhood or school district in your price range as competition. Thus, it changes the supply and demand balance. You're better off being the only game in town when it's time to sell. The more homes on the market, the more the buyers spread out. Buyers shopping in January understand that the home won't show as well as it does in the spring and summer months. Many of them don't care. Having photos of the house during these times of years will help them envision the house in the warmer seasons in the summertime. If you're a flexible seller, meaning that you aren't under any time constraints or restrictions to sell, and your home is already in showing condition, consider listing it in January or February, which is the early spring market. You can always control and negotiate your closing deadline with a buyer. If someone falls in love with the home, they may not mind waiting until April to close escrow. Also, many buyers have been at it for years, months, years, right? So come January, they're tired of the real estate hunt and open houses on Sundays. This is your target buyer, and in part, they're why it's better to list in January and February than to wait until spring or summer when the market gets flooded with inventory. You'll be surprised what your home is worth this time of year. Call me and I'll tell you. Make it a productive week. Thanks again for listening.